Hello, hello. I want to talk color correcting today. We have 3 shades that I'll often match people to for color correcting, and I'm going to walk you through each of them. So mango is this guy. I can wear mango because I have warmer skin tones. I mean, my face doesn't look like it. It looks like a red blotchy mess. But as you can see, like my neck, I do have some olive skin tones. My face just doesn't match the rest of my body. So I use mango a lot to cover redness, my melasma. I'll show you that. This amazing little tin. Mango is a highlight. So some people wear it as their brightening shade, their main foundation shade. Oops. Okay, and then we have Aspen. Aspen is actually a contour. I don't know who this would show up on. You would have to be so fair. They're so fair. I'm sure there's a purpose for it. Kara's a lot smarter than me. So if she made it, there's a reason for it. But Aspen is amazing at countering red. So if you have like angry acne, you want Aspen. I'll show you. I don't have a ton of red and I don't have any zits right now. I had one on my neck for, you can kind of still see him. So I would use it on Hubert, I named him. So it just covers that like angry red and tones it down. And then this is Frenchie. Frenchie is actually a lip and cheek color. So we have highlight, contour, lip and cheek. And the reason you would use Frenchie is to cover blue. I really need to turn my notifications off when I create videos because I just get so distracted. So I'm sorry. All right, so we have mango, Aspen, Frenchie, and I'm gonna show you how to do each. We'll start with Frenchie. I don't have a ton of blue under my eyes, but I have a little. I had more a couple weeks ago when we had extra kids for foster care because I was not sleeping. There was some explosive diarrhea happening. So see when I put that on how immediately you don't see any more of that blue under my eye. And then I'm using the buff brush. You can use anything. And then I go back in with my highlight and it just covers that right up. This is my brightening highlight. So it's weird to put, it feels weird to put a cheek color under your eye, but look at how amazing that is. And you don't need a lot, as with everything, Saint. They're so pigmented, less is more. I'm just gonna take this up on my lids to save me that step when I do my eyes. All right, I'm gonna do Aspen next. I'll do Aspen on this side and mango on this side to cover up my redness. I do have some little zits here. And I must have like broken capillaries. I don't actually like looking at my face that close up. So because Aspen's a contour, you do have to be a little more aggressive with your tapping into it. Let's see how it mutes that red. I don't really want to do half my nose one color and half the other, so I won't. Can you see the difference? I feel like the ring light kind of washes it out on the camera. But I just don't have a good spot to do my makeup in front of natural light. But can you see how red this is versus that? Okay, let's do mango. When I'm tan, mango is actually my foundation shade. Oh yeah, and I'll still go back in and cover it up with my actual main highlight. But I just want to show you how it lessens all that redness. So I feel like mango works better for me because I do have warmer tones than me, whereas somebody who had cooler tones, Aspen is going to work a lot better. But that's the thing about everything that we do with this makeup is it's all customizable, and it can all be based on your skin tone. All right, so most of my redness is gone. My under eye circles are gone. You can just tell Mango works a lot better on me than Aspen. I wish I had like a big angry zit to show you Aspen. Well, I don't wish that. Don't wish that on myself. But if I had a big angry zit, I could show you how amazing Aspen covers that. But if you want, I have I have a screen recording of a reel a lady did, and it's just like mind-blowing how it covers. The other thing that I'm probably not doing justice is spot correcting with it. So if you use a smaller brush, I'll use this one. A smaller brush and pinpoint it just on those areas and then kind of tap it in. That's gonna make those disappear. Okay. Now, my spray tan leaves me so confused. I never know what shade I am from day to day. I think I'm sandy today. So I'm gonna go in, and I stipple over my color correctors. I feel like if I rub, it's going to wipe some of that correction away. I know it is because I've tried it. So I stipple, and this buff brush is for full coverage. You can get full coverage using other brushes, but this one is designed to give you full coverage. It's got the densest bristles. I'm gonna do contour up there, so I'm not gonna really worry about that. I don't know, maybe I'm not sandy. It's looking pretty orangey on me. We'll see. If nothing else, Bello Bronzer will fix it. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with my highlight shades. My brightening highlight shade. I kind of refer to my main shade as my foundation color, and then my brightening shade as my highlight, even though they're both technically highlights. That's the one confusing thing about this. Especially initially, I was like, how come you don't just call one like a concealer and the other a highlight? Well, my concealer color might be somebody else's foundation color. So they're just highlights. All right, I went back in and did a little more brightener under my eyes. I didn't have to be, but since I'm doing more of a full coverage look, I wanted that added brightness. Does my face match? I don't know. We'll keep going. All right, hopefully, yeah, I've got my detail brush here. Detail brush is just always my favorite for contour. So this is Indigo. I don't use Indigo on my nose. I use Astoria on my nose. You totally can use the same contour in your nose, but just because my body is more tan than my face, I've been using Indigo because it warms me up more. Usually when my face matches my body, I use Astoria all over, unless it's summer and I'm actually tan, and then I use Indigo. All right. Now let's blend a little bit. So, like I said, I like to stipple However, stippling with that buff brush, I feel like doesn't make everything like what that was technical, like meld together, as well as the blush brush. So I use this small bunny tail end of the blush and bronzer brush, and stipple again. So obviously full coverage is going to take a little bit longer. It's just a matter of if that time is worth it for you. But do you see how even, like, there's no more redness? Like, the color correcting really truly works. It's an extra step, but I think it's so worthwhile. And when you look at how little effort it takes to make everything just look more cohesive and fresh, it's like, I don't know, it's totally worth it. But I love makeup, and so a lot of things are totally worth it to me. Okay, now I'm gonna do Frenchie again just to show you how it looks as a cheek color. It can be used as, of course, lip and cheek, but it can also be an eye color. I'm not going to do that because I want to do an eye tutorial for a reel, but you can use all our lip and cheek colors as eye colors, and then of course what they're called, lip and cheek. So that's that. I do feel like my face, I think Sandy's okay. Maybe not perfect. Let's do a little bronzer. So for when I use the brush to apply my bronzer, I hold the big end of the blush and bronzer brush together. This is supposed to be for bronzer, but I hold it together and pinch to tap in. Otherwise, it goes into the other tins. Oh, I just tapped it in indigo. And then I like to go on the sides of my forehead. I'll go on my neckline to try and blend that. Pew, my dog just passed gas. And then just kind of like on the high points of my nose and cheeks. And then I keep going into indigo. You guys, if I can do this, anybody can do it. Because I can't even remember which color to dip in, and it still looks fine. It's seriously the most easy, foolproof makeup ever. Okay, there. I'm enough of the same color. All right, I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help you answer those. If you are watching this and you aren't already a customer and you want a color match, just drop match me and I will get you all the information on how I can give you a free color match. All right, I love you. Jesus loves you more.